Hello, hello.
Hey.
Welcome,
Goat
welcome,
here.
everybody. Goat here, Jamie here, and we have the beautiful and the wonderful Kelly, the underscore video underscore girl.
Yeah.
Girl, yep.
Yes, hello,
Yes.
welcome. We're really excited
You got
to
the
have you
energy
today.
for this.
I was like, we've watched you on so many people's shows, and we've been on a few shows with you, and we were like, I swear to God, Kelly is made for this show with us. It's all about
Yeah.
having a good time, watching videos, cracking jokes, and we're like, this is Kelly's vibe 100%.
Well, here's the thing, ladies. So I'm a video producer by day.
Mm-hmm.
And all I do is I do like web shows and promo videos and commercials, and I work with lots of tech companies. So obviously, like doing videos on myself is like that's super boring. So I'm here to help anyone else, but I have to tell you guys are killing it.
Oh my God, thank you.
Are seriously killing the branding, the style, how you guys intro the videos. Like you guys are on point. Like honestly, if you were in Canada, I would hire you and you would be making a lot of money.
Oh, thank you.
Let's
you.
move. Let's
I was
move.
like, let's go. We'll go to Canada now. Shit.
That's the only place I think I would go if I had to leave the States. I'm going to Canada.
Yeah, I agree too. Would be Canada too.
No. Let's stop this right now. Did you know? So I'm in Ontario. So I'm 45 minutes south from Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in what's called like the Canadian Silicon Valley. So I'm in the Waterloo region.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all the tech companies, right?
Waterloo.
That's cool.
We are on lockdown, bitch.
Really?
Oh.
Yes. So
like hard.
No, so all the kids, they ain't going to school. They're on online learning. We cannot go to restaurants. Everything is locked down right now.
Wow.
That is freaking nuts. So
I hope that doesn't happen here because I'm
like,
in the actual Silicon Valley, like in California, and I'm surprised that they're not doing the same shit also.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh God, knock on wood.
I'm in Las Vegas and nobody here even pretends like the virus exists. Life is just completely fucking normal. I mean, everyone in
Canada. No, you can't even leave your house without a mask on.
Well, don't get me wrong. Everyone wears masks here, but other than that, like we go to stores, the casinos are open. You can go bowling, you can go to movies. It's just completely normal. They just don't give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that too. You just have to wear a mask, but there's no mask outside.
Yeah, no mask outside.
But if you go indoor, everything's open. But if you go indoors, you do wear a mask. Damn, that's crazy.
That's nuts.
No, we are on lockdown. And so Justin Trudeau, our prime minister,
he got a fat ass, but
he does. I mean, like I would,
but whatever. He's cute.
He is. He's adorable.
He's cute. Yeah.
So he literally went on record saying that people in Canada who are not vaccinated are racist. Bitch, what?
That's an interesting connection.
I was like, racist against what? Against other Canadians?
They're putting, they're trying to get everyone vaccinated, and they're putting the vaccinated against the non-vaccinated people.
So weird.
There's other words to use, but saying racist is very interesting.
I know.
That's a fucking weird one. I don't like that.
Me either.
Nobody likes it.
I'm not into that whatsoever.
God,
it's a crazy world.
Even though, so I'm locked down in Canada right now, which friggin' sucks. So when this whole Omicron, Decepticon, friggin' Transformers are all done, I want, seriously, like we have to get the girls together. We have to. And I love your suggestion of going to Joshua Tree. I don't know how I can fly to Canada and then get to Joshua Tree and like.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You fly to Las Vegas, and because it's only like a 3-hour drive, and I'm in Las Vegas, and we'll drive there.
True.
All right, we'll do 3 days in Vegas. I'll drive to you. I'll fly to you, Jamie.
You fly to me, and then
3 days in
Vegas, and then we'll go to
Joshua Tree.
I want to
easy peasy.
How cool would it be? So I have, again, I'm a video producer, so I have like mad equipment and gimbals, and
oh my God,
you can't see all this, but that's what I do for a living. But
yeah,
that's so cool.
Frigging awesome to bring all my equipment and like get everyone with GoPros, and we sit around and they do like meditations and the rocks and everything and film everything.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know
I
what?
love that.
And
I love it.
Stephen Greer can lick my butthole.
Right there,
because
exactly.
We'll get it on film, not what.
Anthony, hey. He's like, you.
No, but I know what you mean. Like we definitely, and it would create such really good videos for people, and the amount of content that get created with all of us getting together and just having a good time.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Sounds
there's
like a really good idea. Are you allowed to leave though? Are you like can you
Not
leave
yet.
and
No,
vacation? Okay, so you can't leave.
Well, I can, but the thing is if I'm double vaxxed. I'm double vaxxed and waxed.
Yeah. Hey.
So I can leave. I can go on a plane and leave, but I have to pay money, like hundreds of dollars, to do that PCR test to be like, I don't have COVID.
Just to go somewhere.
And if I do negative, I have to quarantine in the States for 2 weeks.
Oh my God, that'd be really long. Yeah,
Exactly. Like who can pay for that? So until that is done, like even Amy, she's like, we're going. I'm like, okay, well, as soon as this is done, we'll go.
Aye. Well, hopefully that's sooner than later.
I know.
think that's like crazy. At least the PCR test could be free. But yeah, you're not going to want to, I wouldn't want to pay hundreds of dollars for that, for the chance. Fuck that.
Nope, I agree 100%.
All right, this is too negative. Let's kick it off. Jamie, hit me with. Yes. Okay. I'm going to hit you with our first video of the day, and I am going to try to silence all these videos because we keep getting hit with copyrights. And I ain't playing that game anymore. Okay. This one is actually pretty cool. Okay, wait. Just wait. Looks like maybe it's going to be a meteor or something.
Mm-hmm.
What then?
Oh.
And no.
That's not a drone. That's not. Oh snap! No, that's not a drone.
Okay, moving to the right. So, this one at first, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, this is like a meteor or something. I can definitely see something's coming down, but I think that the way that they stop and then they hit like a single point, that's weird.
Yes.
And then when the rest of them pop up, and then that one that's kind of in the middle moves to the right, I don't know. I feel like this is an unidentified. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I don't like the tail and then the stopping. It's giving me unidentified vibes.
How can you describe that though?
So I'm saying it's so weird, and then it's like breaks off into two with the little tails on it, and then the crazy
one is when you saw that one UFO or UAP, whatever you want to call it, and then all of a sudden it started trickling down those little bulbs from it. I can't wrap my head around what happens, because you're going to see a trickle, you're going to see a trail, but there's not a trail. There's little bulbs coming out of that. What are you going to do?
Exactly.
I don't know.
I don't really see how Lee thinks that's a skydive. I don't think you would see a skydiver like that, nor I don't think you're even allowed to do that at night. But why would there be two? I mean, if anything, you got two skydivers that are moving at a tremendous amount of speed and then they stop, and then
like that,
and then they multiply.
Yeah, no.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
No.
Hey, bottled water. So my vote is that it is unidentified.
Unidentified. I agree.
Absolutely. Hands down.
And it seems like Enzo feels the same way. Smart.
Yeah. So does Anthony. Unidentified.
Oh, and if Anthony says it, I swear, I'm like, yep. Okay, you ready for another one?
We are.
I love starting off with a good one because I always have those bad ones where we know that they're bad and it's funny to laugh at. But I feel like we're starting off a good foot, you know?
Yeah.
Don't get me.
I've seen this before. What the hell is that?
What is that?
It either looks like an amber that's
What
not.
is it?
Yeah, what is that?
What is it? I don't know what the fuck that is. It's
Can
usually
I just say something? Can I just say something, Brie and
Yes.
Jane?
Yes.
Remember, I know you guys are a lot younger than me, but remember Beavis and Butthead?
Yes, 100%. TP in my portfolio.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So remember when they used to watch the videos and then comment on the videos?
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
gosh, are we Beavis and Butthead?
And I absolutely love it, and it's bringing me the 90s vibe.
I was like, are we Beavis and Buttheading right now? I like that. They're the original goats. Brie, sorry.
I love it. Oh.
I love that. No, I like that. I love that vibe. I have to say that usually something like this gives me balloon vibes, but this is way too fast for a balloon.
And why
Yes,
is it cruising to the side? It's not like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird as shit.
But I don't understand orbs. That's the thing. So I didn't know about triangles until I got into UFO Twitter.
Mm.
So I always thought it was just the spherical, like the disc shape. And then I got into it. They're like, "Oh, there's triangles." I'm like, "Bitch, what?
What do you mean? Are there octagons?
Like, yeah, like what are we doing here?" And then there's orbs, and it's like it's so hard to wrap your head around it. I don't know, but yeah, orbs are a big thing. So did you guys watch the Unsolved Mysteries with the Berkshire incident?
I think so. It sounds super familiar.
Oh,
not on
Auntie. I'm sorry. Okay, I have to say, so Josh and
please, yes.
Artemis live an hour away from me. And I love her kids. Auntie Kelly. They're actually going to come over to my house in 2 weeks, and we're going to hang out. And
Oh my god,
how cool!
I'm so jealous.
I know. I'm so blessed.
And they said hi, Auntie Kelly. That's fucking cute.
I know. And I have to tell you, Josh and Artemis, they're so cute together.
I know they're
like,
so cute. I know.
I literally woke up in the morning and Josh is making coffee and he's like, "Here you go, Angel." And I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "What are you doing?"
You're like, what the hell?
Oh, they're so cute. They're perfect. They're meant for each other.
I
absolutely love them. I'm so blessed that
John
only
was like spot us 5 coffee.
This is a donation alert.
Thank you, John. That is so cool. We really appreciate that. Thank you, babe.
We love you. And
Thank you,
his message says, showing support and tell those UCR guys they should have me on their show. All right, we will.
100%. You know how bad I would love to sit and talk to Lou on UCR, but I have nothing to bring to the table, just my wit.
No, you are so sweet. No, you do. We're excited. We're going on right after this. We're going to end this at an hour and a half, and then we're going on right over there. We're excited. So like this is kind of like the pre-party. This is the we're pre-gaming, for the party later.
Hopefully we're going to get all of our swear words out.
Yeah, and try to behave.
We're like, oh my god, how do we behave? We were talking about this before the stream. We're like, we're kind of nervous, but not nervous because we're worried to be on their show. That's nothing. It's just that we're like, we have to behave, and we don't think all the time before we say things. We're just like,
same with me. This is the same. And what I would love to do is go somewhere like Roswell or Joshua Tree and do a stream there. That would be like the bee's knees. This is me being
so cool. No, I feel you. Listen, me and Brie have always said what we would love to do is if we could only find someone to fund us to travel the world, to just go around and like look at UFO stuff and talk about it and film it. Like we genuinely, like I don't mean to toot our horn, but me and Brie think we're really funny, and we always like, why does no one else think we're funny?
That's my friend's like, okay.
Why does no one think we're funny? And so we're like,
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and we're like, we would have so much fun, and people would love watching just 2 weird women just talking about UFOs and having a good time. We're like, why has nobody? Please, someone just fund us. Like that's all they need to do. Just buy us some cameras and follow us around. I promise it'll be a good time.
Hold on.
She's like, wait, I have it.
Hold on.
Oh, see? Oh my god!
And then I just bought the A7 that goes on top of
Fucking
that.
A.
You can't see half my, but anyways, no, but I have like a whole studio, so it's like we don't need to be
Heather.
funded. Like I have my own stuff.
Oh my god, let's fucking go. We just need we
That's
need these viruses to stop and let's
Bitch,
go.
That's what I do for a living.
Ma'am,
Oh,
do you know
like,
how
so
much do you know how much
fucking
we could sell it to Netflix for? I mean millions. Literally.
You know, yeah, we need to be on some type of, you know, platform, station, whatever that is open to weirdness. I feel like it'd have to be like, I don't know,
Is
HBO
that a
after dark.
sexy toy? No, this
Cinemax.
is in me. But here's the funny. Want to see something funny with this? So look,
Yes.
Well, you could rig it somehow though, if that's
we
what
can
they.
like that. So I just put it like this too.
Oh.
And then I can hold it like that. What?
Yeah.
Anthony, you are something.
I love Anthony.
Oh my god, that is so cool. You have all that equipment though. I'm so jealous.
Cool.
But
I mean,
that's
I
what
wouldn't know how to
doing.
use it, but like, God, Jamie, the things that we could do.
I know.
But bitches, that's what I do for a living. That's all I've done for a living. If you go on my LinkedIn, I'm a senior video producer, and all I do is work for.
I want to go. Yeah, I want to go see the things that you've done. Me and Bree haven't been.
Something funny here.
Tell
Okay,
me.
you
Yes,
guys want to know
please.
something fun?
Absolutely.
So
Oh my god, fucking
Enzo. So I work with Vanilla Ice on a reality show.
Ice, baby.
All right, I love it.
And did you know that his little goatee is fake?
You just spilled some
The
shit.
tea. And
Yeah,
he
Is
just,
it really?
No, so I
Is it like glued on? Like he has like a pack.
This is glued on. Yeah.
He has like a pack of them that he carries around, and somebody fucking just glues the shit on.
Yes. Yes.
That's amazing, like a little bimby.
It does look like a little landing strip. Oh my god!
Oh my God! Bottled Water is doing a video from Machu
Picchu.
My biggest thing on
The
my
Vanilla
bucket
Ice
list
project.
is I want to go to Machu Picchu, and I want to do
Yeah.
So do I. But I heard it's a long walk,
like,
and I don't know if I want to do all
hiking that shit. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's a long walk.
It is.
I'm down for a helicopter ride though. Kobe.
Cool.
I think that.
You can't bring that
I love it. Why aren't we doing this more often? That's what
I
I'm
love
like.
having your seat.
Why are we not
Forgive
doing
me.
this more often?
Forgive me. Yeah. Anyway, I think I would be down for that.
I would too.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh,
Just
and
drop me
even,
off. Come
all
pick
the
me up.
GoPros I even have. Hold on, watch. I even have all the straps for it. Hold on, you guys are gonna laugh.
That made me so hot. Like I think I did that. Like you know when your brain just moves quicker.
Yeah.
Or I should say like everything moves quicker than you're catching
I
up.
have all the I have all. This
Oh
is-
my God! Stop! The chat is gonna go wild.
Oh my god.
videos, but I have everything to like strap you in. Like I have everything to get it done, girls.
There
wanna
you
go
must
do
have a
a
lot of
video?
attachments for that. That looks like
Yes.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
I'm the video girl for a fucking reason, bitch.
it is a girls' weekend for sure.
Oh my God. I'm going to strap you girls off with GoPros. We're going to be running around. We're going to be going helicopter rides.
Right here, Jamie. That's fucking weird. I never thought about you wear it right here.
You do.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. That's
Wait,
that's the
not
whole
for what my mind was thinking.
Oh no!
Right
no,
in
no.
front
You
of my
don't put it on
salad?
you don't put it on your penis. You put it. You strap it on your boobs, and you walk around with that.
That's so cool. We would love to take that to conferences and stuff like that. Ah!
Okay,
Right.
here's another thing too. So I want to leave. Not that I want to leave Canada. I have a pretty set here, but I want to go to Canada to go. I want to go to UFO conferences, and I think it would be so awesome if us girls got together. And I'm not trying to be like girl power, but honestly, girl
Girl power.
Yeah.
And all the guys are like causing drama. It's not
They
the
all-
girls causing
And they all just
drama.
fight with each other.
Oh, they
all
do.
just bicker. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. I say this and I say this.
You're like, oh my God, you didn't mean that. And you're like, hashtag shut the fuck up.
It's like all they're doing is like a big dick measuring contest and not looking into UFOs. It's like, come on, guys.
Absolutely. So imagine we get like a small group of girls or like us, and we go to the Girls Get It Done. That's cute. And like the conferences, and we just document it and interview and just get it done. And
You
go
should
that's what I want.
do your own movie, Kelly.
You should document like a whole like a trip going to these like UFO conferences and turn it into a documentary.
But
100%.
I can't do it because I can't leave Canada.
Can't leave that. I know.
But
you know,
to
be fair,
level 2 lockdown right now.
To be fair, though, to be fair, there's not that many
kids are in school. We cannot go to restaurants. We are on level 2 lockdown right now in Canada.
Here's the thing, though. There's not a lot of conferences that I think are worth going to happening right now anyway.
Oh, so no, nothing's happening.
I was like, there's not really any big ones right now. So hopefully we have to get over this goddamn lockdown virus thing. Because I feel like we all just, at this point, want to it's been 2 years. We want to get life back to normal. We all have things that we want to do.
In person. I just want to meet you guys in person and go have fun.
I agree.
Go talk UFOs.
Stare at the sky.
That's what it's about, too. That's what it's about, are the relationships. It's cool to meet people online, but it's so rewarding when you meet someone in person and you can feel their energy, and then you're like, we're actual friends. You know what I mean? Like to
when you vibe off of someone.
Yeah, for sure. Really quickly, did we say what we thought of that weird orange
orb? I don't remember. I feel like that was so long ago now.
It looks like an amber.
Should we move on?
Honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a amber from a fire that's just like not burning out, but
it like went away. Yeah, it's weird as shit though. I don't know about I was like, let's put it in the weird category.
Yeah,
cool. We'll move on from that then.
Okay. For some reason, David Wilcock keeps popping up on the screen, and I don't know why.
Oh, isn't he just
bitch? Sign my book.
Oh, he says, I'll sign your book. Jesus. Okay.
It's too late. It's too late. Okay. This is a ghost. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's creepy. That ain't right.
That's giving me weird vibes. That's giving me. I don't know how I feel about that one.
No, that's not right. That's either a real person or a demon, and I don't like either one of those.
Yeah, I was like,
you just skip the ghost option. You're just like human or demon. That's it.
Human or demon. That's it.
Those are your options.
There is no ghost factor. It's just human or demon.
Yeah, human or demon on that one.
Oh my God. You're fucking funny. Will's dying too. He said, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha.
I love that.
Do you ever send a text like that and then you reread it and you're like, I just was like, cha 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 cha.
Oh, slapping so hard that you're smashing.
Oh my God.
Oh,
smashing buttons.
Flying triangle.
That looks like a really big paper kite.
You know what? You're onto something. What's that little white thing though?
I don't know. What? Yeah, like a light? A clitoris. It's the UFO's clitoris.
Oh my God.
Nobody can find it. That's why it's a UFO.
Somebody said that last video was Anjali sneaking out to meet up with Wayne.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
I feel like she would crawl. She would do one of those creepy demonic crawls where they're like,
yeah, like out of the ring.
You know, in the movies, like exactly the ring or like the Grudge or like. I feel like that's how she would be sneaking out of her house. I have nothing against her, by the way.
Me either. No hate. No hate.
No hate. I just
we're friends. I don't know. This looks fake and CGI.
I make fun of everyone. It's totally fine.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I just have to move my. This is not a dildo, by the way. I see in the
You have to move your stand. You have to.
But she could probably rig it that way if she wanted to. She's a smart gal.
Well, here's that lady. I'm single now, and I actually, you know what? You guys can help me out right now. So I'm not gonna start dating for a while.
Okay.
because I want to work on myself. I'm building my own home. It's not going to be ready for 5 months. Oh my God. Right.
You're building your own home?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's nice.
Well, no, like okay, so I live in a home with my ex-husband, #roommate. And we decided
That sounds fun.
So we decided like it's not frugal for me to like go rent a place. It's like, well, why don't we just like stay together, not stay together, but like just live in the same
cohabitate, yeah.
While my house is getting built. So I'm like, okay, so I have 5 months and I'm waiting for my house to get built. I don't know where the
5 months to
this. Where was I going with this? Anyway,
something about a man.
Dating.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna date until I move out. Have my own space. Everything.
I get that. That's good. Yeah,
I'm gonna get my little custom couch all done, like nice heater couch, like everything's gonna be.
Damn. I'm staying at your house.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, come on down.
And I've never been to Ontario. I would love to go. I've only been to
Toronto,
Vancouver, and Whistler. Those are the only 2 places I've gone to in Canada.
But here's the thing. I'm totally obsessed over UFOs. Like I'm obsessed over the phenomenon. I'm obsessed over all this stuff. Like you know, like I eat it, I sleep it, I masturbate. Like, it's very, very good stuff. So when I start dating someone, what do I say? Like, oh, hey, by the way, if you want to date me, you have to kind of believe in the phenomenon. Like, does anybody else when they're out dating? Because I feel like I just joined a new or I joined like a religion. Like,
that's a topic when you first meet someone. Like, so do you think we're alone? Or you could be like, oh, have you seen all that stuff about the government talking about UFOs, and then see what he has to say.
I'll be like, bitch, we done. I can't date you. Like, I can't date someone that's not into UFOs. I can't.
Respect.
What the fuck are we gonna talk about?
Boo! Stop dancing.
Like, sorry, it was Boo. It wasn't me. It was Boo.
Her dog, Boo. You could hear her tip tapping around.
Yes.
But you know what? My husband, he didn't believe in UFOs for a long time. I think we were together for probably 4 years or something, at least, until he was like a believer. So at the same time, I think not like you should convince people, but I feel like when people are around enough evidence, they can't help it. You know, it's like they just have to. People don't believe if they haven't seen or if they don't look, and most people just don't look. So I feel like if they're around. And they're like seeing what you're watching on TV. They see enough evidence, then
they start to believe.
I would assume, and then if they don't, then they're obviously stupid as fuck, and they should just move out of the country.
I'll say I start because I YouTube and we have a podcast and do stuff like this, I have to start every conversation with, I talk about aliens for a living. So that tends to like weed them out right off of the bat. You know what I mean? So like, that's something that I do. Like my partner who I have now, we've been together not very long, probably a little over 6 months, I think. But I was like, I do aliens. And he was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, I'm kind of into it.
Aliens?
I do aliens. And then the more and more he kind of sees me doing it, the more and more interested he's become. So it's like he was interested in it a little bit. And then like now, because he's so deep into it with me, he's like into it. So I think that it becomes like an evolution that maybe you find somebody who's also on that same kind of journey as you are.
For sure.
Okay. So I don't want to like throw out like dirty laundry, but
do it.
There's a lot of reasons why I left my husband, but the biggest thing is when I started going on UFO Twitter and doing like this
stuff. Yeah.
He's like, and I'm sorry, and I don't mean the language, but he's like, you're fucking retarded. You're not doing anything to push anything with what's going on. Like, this is all make believe. Everyone that you talk to is crazy. And it's okay. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going on this show. Don't mean alien girl about this. And I just interviewed Alec Dietrich's like, my dream come true. And he's like, you're a fucking loser. And I'm like, you know what? Done.
Yeah. No.
So if anything, it gave me the strength of like, you know what?
No.
That's the person I want to be with. It's not just that. It was obviously more and more things.
But it was that breaking point. But good for you because there's a lot.
there's a lot of people.
Like COVID hit, I used to travel the world, and you're like, you need to find a hobby. Well, bitch, I found a hobby, and now you're making fun of me for this hobby. So you know what? You're not even a companion. You're not even a fucking friend. Fuck you. Now we're at a good place with each other because I'm waiting for my house to be built, and I'm stuck in this house, and we're like, oh, okay, like, okay, we do care about each other, but we just don't see eye to eye to a lot of things, which is fine. It's not perfect, but it's fine. But I'm telling you right now, UFO Twitter really opened up my mind going, you know what? It
gave you a community. It gave you a community.
Yes. Oh God, girl. It's like this.
You know what?
I don't want to put it back to religion, but imagine if you're hardcore Christian. Could you think that you can really date or marry somebody who's not Christian when you're Christian?
Yeah. No, I understand that. I feel you 100%.
Not like a religion. This is like reality, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
This is what I believe in, and you don't believe in that. So our morals are not lining up. And then
but even then you could get past that. You can definitely get past the belief, but not if they think you're dumb. If they're like, well, you're crazy for it. That's the part where, that's the you're part, not a friend. Like, you're not a partner. It's one thing to be like, I don't believe you, but I like what you're doing, or like, I support you from afar, or like, you do you, you're doing good. If that's what you need is a support system. You don't need someone to mirror all your beliefs to you. Right. That's half the reason why two people come together, because you're so different. But there's supposed to be a support system. And if they're not, then what's the point?
What's the point?
Yep. Do you have any time? There's so many times I was on live and anyways, I'm not getting into it.
No, I understand.
No, I'm not getting into it, but I think it deterred me going, if I'm going to start dating again, like, how do I introduce myself going, hi, I'm Kelly. I have no kids and I have my life established, but I really love UFOs.
I think it's so cool though. Like, there's so many people, like, even in the chat, I guarantee you there's so many people out there that are like, I would love to meet a girl like that, because I feel like there's a lot of men out there that are the same way and think they're gonna scare girls off because it's not it's not as common for girls to be into it. So I think you'd be surprised. I feel like you might meet the man of your dreams who is like captures UFOs for a living, and then you guys will go on journeys filming together.
Yeah, everyone says that's a great opener. I think that here's the thing, Kelly. At the end of the day, I think what men like the most in women is confidence. So if you show up and you talk about it with confidence and your love about it, people are going to find your passion attractive. You know what I mean?
But look at you two. You guys are absolutely killing it. Like, and you're so smart and you're so funny and you're so witty, but you still talk about like stuff that is in like that's relevant. It's not just like this big fluff stuff. Like, you guys are absolutely laying it down, killing it. I'm so
thank you. That's so nice to hear.
That's really nice. Yeah, thank you.
And you guys do such a great job with your channel. Trust me, as a video producer, seeing what you guys are doing in the marketing you're doing, like chef kiss. Bang on. Like,
I will say,
gracias.
As much as I love being on like the YouTube channel and like talking about it, one of my personal favorite things to do is a lot of the behind the scenes stuff where we like make our videos and our pictures and how we brand ourselves. Like, that's really my favorite thing to do. So I think that we just do it both really passionately, and I hope that comes across to everyone, because it's something that we genuinely just love doing.
Oh no, you can tell right.
Oh yeah, I spent all day doing one of our older podcast episodes and animating it, so I'm excited for us to release that probably maybe this week, towards the end of the week. But it's like that stuff is fun for us.
I absolutely love the story how you guys met. You know what you should do? You should do like a 5-minute little reel, like a little animated reel or B-roll reel of how you guys met, like your whole origin story. That would be friggin' awesome. You put that on your website. Yes.
We should, like a little thing. I would love that. We really should, in all honesty.
We will definitely, maybe next week. This week's pretty packed, but next week, I think that's a really good idea, actually. And that's not the first time someone's told us that we should do
something like that. Yeah.
I think what's hard for me is sometimes I feel like we're a broken record. Like, we say the same things, but I guess I just forget that not everyone has heard the story, and we're new to a lot of people. Where sometimes I feel like we're saying the same, like,
sorry for I get excited.
No,
But
get excited.
you guys need to do like a video intro promo video so that's how you should open up your show. Do a 1-minute video of like, this is how we met, this is our origin story, and start off with that. By the way, I do video marketing, so this is like what you do to get like leads in, like, have followers, right? That would be awesome. You guys already have like your little cartoon people,
our little faces. You know what's funny? I'm gonna tell everybody a secret right now. I paid $5 for that on Fiverr.
Nice.
If people need stuff done, there are places on the internet that will do things and post it out, and all you got to pay is $5 sometimes.
I love it.
Kelly, the people are loving you though.
Everyone loves you in the chat. Kelly, yes, I would move to Canada. I want to date you. I love you.
Yeah. See,
everyone in the chat, they fucking love you. See, just
you just
stop worrying so much, and then just take these next 5 months to just work on yourself. Lots of self-care.
I'm like, I ain't doing shit. I'm just working on my again, like,
listen, you're working on your new origin story. That's what you're doing right now. You're working on a new origin story.
Kelly gives me life. She is great.
It's like you finished one book and now it's the next book in the series, and you got to figure out, wife material girl. Yes.
I love it.
I love the butt stuff. You know what I want to do? I want to animate the butt stuff. Your logo.
Oh, please.
That would be so cool.
Dance around. Stop it if we came out of the butt. Oh, I would die.
You know, we have to really think about if we're going to keep it or not. I don't know.
Artemis and Josh are coming in 2 weeks to my house, and I'm gonna help them and animate their new logo. And then as soon as this COVID bullshit is over, I'm flying down to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and hanging out with Alien Girl.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
Yeah,
that's so cool.
I understand, like the women and you guys, and that's why I wanted to do like a girls.
We have to.
You have no idea how much I appreciate you guys so friggin' much.
No, like, Kelly, we love you. Honestly, we love how many people don't get me wrong. Me and Brie, when we did the audio stuff, it was very closed off because it was me and her in a room just recording, and we would go to like UFO shows and meet people. But YouTube has like opened that up to like so many more people who we can like just sit and have conversations with now. Like we drop the stream and random people come in and we hear all these crazy stories, and it's like it's completely changed the way that we do things. And so like we're so happy that we have got to met you through all these other channels and stuff, because we would have never done that if we weren't here on YouTube and like in this weird crazy world.
No, I love it. And I love the fact that I get to do work on the Singularity Lab and just everyone that I've it's just so friggin' awesome. And again, I'm going to reiterate this, and I hope everyone watching and in the chat, so just listen to me right clear. The women in ufology and UFO Twitter are very, very supportive of each other.
Very,
very, very. We don't talk shit. We're very like, yeah, bitch.
We're very tight. Yeah.
We're tight like a toga.
Mm-hmm. we're all in several group chats together. Like we're in several Discord chats together. Like we all
guys need to calm the frig down and stop like butting dicks. Like holy crap, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just fight a lot. You're like,
Yeah, I don't have time for it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have time for working out problems. We do it live on air. That's one of our favorite things to do. We love for people to come on and air out whatever they have. Like that's something I think we encourage. And
that's why Moon Pie is our friend now.
Yeah, Moon Pie is our friend now. Yeah, Moon Pie came at us hot, and we had a nice somebody in the chat came at us hot and was very upset, but then we worked it out live on air, and then now we're all best friends. And yeah, like that's what we're about here. We're not about bashing or anything. We have fun, and I think people take our fun and our humor the wrong way, but like it's just laughs, everybody. We're here to exactly.
Someone took something the wrong way, or you guys are just
No, I'm just saying generally. When people get all mad about butt stuff. Yeah. All right, Brie, give us a video. Give us a video.
Yeah,
Okay, go
Thank
ahead,
you.
Brie. Sorry, I
Thank
had
you,
to.
ma'am. What is that black thing doing there?
I don't know.
Sketchy.
That reminds me of it's Splash. It's Splash. That reminds me of that Splash video with Jeremy Corbell. Remember? Oh my god.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yes. I
Mhm,
keep
mhm,
messaging
mhm.
him. I'm like,
Oh,
Where'd it go?
where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
Where'd it
go.
go?
See? I
Mhm.
love you girls. You girls are the best.
I don't know. I don't know. So
Is that unidentified?
here's the one thing I don't like about it. For some reason, there's something really weird about
But the
how
blue?
no, like yeah, like the colors and everything, like how
Color,
black that
the
is,
blue is yeah. The contrast.
and like
The
how black.
Hey!
Oh God, it
3 crystal
fucking
hippie
can be in 3
bitches.
crystal hippie bitches. There's something about the contrast of the water and how black that is on everything that's just giving me really bad CGI vibes.
However, what if they literally just put a filter on it so that you could see the object more?
True that. That's an ND
That's
filter.
very true. That's very
Yeah,
true.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's very true, but still, it's just the for some reason how it looks so prominent over it just looks not right to me, and I don't know why.
Too much
It looks like the
information said
bouncing ball.
definitely
You know when the letters come out and then you see the bouncing ball, like this is when you're supposed to sing on this note.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
yes.
yeah, it's giving me vibes like that for sure. Like it's very
Like karaoke.
It's
I
very
don't like
karaoke. It's giving me the karaoke
karaoke vibes. Yeah. I don't like it, unfortunately. I'm not into that video, Brie.
Okay, so that was a no.
Yeah, it's a no from me.
That was a no-ho.
It's a no.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't know about this one.
Oh, this is very bright.
That's some kid's flashlight.
I
feel like I'm mixed right now.
I love that. It's a seagull.
It's a seagull.
It's a seagull. It's a seagull. Yeah, so here's one thing that I used to trip me out.
Transformer blowing. Okay.
Yeah, I used to live like in a hilly area, and across from me I could see like houses, and there wasn't a lot by it. And whenever they would have a light or something and someone would walk in front of it, it would make it look like it was fluttering or something. I feel like there's so many different explanations for what that can be. I'm gonna have to not say unidentified on this one.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah.
You know, it'd be so fun.
On the rise.
So everyone gets like little signs like year and A or like, you know, like funny stuff, and then like watch videos and just be like, no, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Oh, that would be so
oh my
fun.
God, like get little alien faces made, like sad and happy, and be like, what is it?
All right. That we're gonna have to get that.
I do love that. That's a great idea, Kelly. Oh, you're so smart.
We're gonna have to definitely go for that. That is a fantastic idea.
Enzo says Mountain Rave Party. Yeah.
Obsessed.
Oh, what's that?
Mountain Rave Party. Ay.
Why do you think that the UAPs have lights? Like honestly, like if they don't want to be seen, why the fuck do they have? Why do they have lights?
That is something that Grant Cameron always says, actually, that with most of these sightings, it's like they're doing it to be seen, that they wouldn't, a lot of the times, they wouldn't show up the way that they do unless they wanted to be seen. And that happens with a lot of experiencers too. Sometimes it seems like the sightings are just for that person, you know? And I think that's part of the phenomena.
I know. It's just.
I mean, if you can't land and be like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" Wouldn't you want to be like?
I hope, like, we know. I hope we know soon. To be quite honest, like, I hope we kind of figure it out. Like, this is ridiculous. I would hate to be 80 years old on my deathbed, be like, I want to know what Ross Coulthard said. What he's seen. What did Lou Elizondo seen? Like, I just want to know. Like, I just hope it's not. I hope it's not
TR3B.
Yeah.
when we see them, they're doing like scans for raw materials.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's what I heard again. Yeah.
So that's interesting because my very first experience that I really had with like aliens and UFOs or whatever, it had a weird red laser that came into my room and like scanned the walls. So very on point, very on point.
On the Rise has an amazing point. If a UFO lands on the White House lawn, we still won't get disclosure. You know what? I think that they've tried to do things like that, and I think we've proven time and time again that everything's a threat. If you're not us, we don't know what your intentions are off the bat.
Yeah.
You're a threat. I can understand that. I mean, it sucks, but I get it. You know? Makes sense. I don't know what they're saying.
Is that real? Shut up. Is that real?
Well, that's a
I don't know,
laser
but-
being pointed, right? At it?
Yeah,
The girl is like, what is that? What is that?
What is it?
Casca
Why did they cut it off? Why? Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, why do
but
they always cut it off? I
Why
know.
is it always so short?
I know. It's so annoying.
Maybe someone farted.
It's like the lady from Croc Dundee 2. I have no idea what that means.
Wait, let me see. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Okay, we'll look it up.
Yes.
That's annoying.
Commander.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't like that one. That one looks fake as shit to me. I don't like it. Kelly, Enzo asked a good point. Kelly, have you had any of your own experiences? What made you get into the UFO topic?
All right. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I had this is kind of embarrassing.
Oh, it's okay.
You're
Like, myself all the time.
Yeah, I embarrass myself every day.
Yeah, me too. So up until I was about, honestly, 12 years old, seriously, like up until I was like about 12 years old, I used to wake up in the middle of the night, and my biggest fear was having grays at the end of my bed. So every single night, I would sit and be paralyzed in my bed. And then I would crawl into my parents' room and lie on their floor just to be close to somebody, because I needed to be close to somebody.
Yeah,
and it was, I had night terrors over and over and over and over and
And
over.
it was always
again.
grays.
It was so fucking terrible. And I was like, no, you don't understand. Like, there's people at the end of my bed. And it was always the gray eyes, big, like the aliens. So nothing ever happened to me. It was just a fear. It was just a thing. Sometimes, I know this is embarrassing, but when I was a child, I would pee the bed just to get attention. Be like, no, I don't want to be here.
That happens to a lot of children when they're younger, and when it has to do with trauma and stuff, and they end up peeing the bed. It's one of the biggest signs that something is happening to them as a child.
You should get hypnotherapy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't.
No,
I feel like that's like such a big sign. It's really not my place to do this to you, but
No, it's okay.
feel like that is a really big sign of being an experiencer.
Mm-hmm.
So I am
huge.
9. I'm almost 40. Oh my God, gross.
No, don't look at it all.
So at this age, I'm not going to lie, I'm still scared of the dark. There's still times that I'm in bed and I'm like, I'm not going to fucking look, because I'm scared of the face. There's something that's really terrifying me with the eyes and the face. It's not touching. It's not experimenting. It's nothing. It's the face. It's at the end of my bed. It's the darkness. And as of right now in my house, I went to Costco, and you cannot go any corner of my house, and it's all motion detected sensor. So it's all light. So as soon as you go up, a light comes on. You can go up the stairs, so you don't have to flick a light on.
Flick a light, so you have motion. Yeah.
Motion
How do you feel about windows?
From my house.
Yeah. How do you feel about windows?
When you're like sleeping, say in bed, like how do you feel about looking at windows? Can they be open?
So
Shades, curtains?
So another thing that I did is I went and I got all custom California blinds. So like the big slabs, all throughout my house is big slabs, California blinds. I cannot sleep unless my door, everything's closed. Like
Shut.
I can't have everything open. I need everything shut. I
Yep.
need my lights on. If I'm completely alone in my home, I don't sleep. And it's been like that. It was really, really bad when I was younger, especially in college, when I was first on my own. As a 39, almost 40-year-old, if I'm home alone, it's the same thing.
You get
And that's
uncomfortable. Yeah.
very uncomfortable. And that's the one thing too. So I'm waiting for my home to be built right now. And it's just going to be me and my dog.
It's going to be different for you. Yeah.
And I honestly, like, as much as I'm like more comfortable being, I'm very, very, very uncomfortable of living by myself and sleeping in a dark room by myself.
By yourself. Yeah. No,
Because
I understand.
I'm scared there's someone going to be, it's this whole thing of somebody at the end of my bed looking at me. That's it. It's nobody touching, nobody harming me. It's just that gray alien.
It's just,
You've
That's
never thought
my
that
whole
there's
life.
nothing more than that?
No, my
You've
whole
never-
life. No.
No, I know, but like now you've never questioned where that fear comes from?
No.
she's
Is
afraid
that just
to,
somewhere
yeah.
you don't want to go? We have been hearing stories for a long time now. We've talked to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's the other thing that's kind of freaking me out is the fact that why am I so compelled to be in this
interested.
Community.
in UFO topic? Why am I like it's fine because my whole motivation is obviously the women of UFOs, everyone UFOs, but I'm like, I'm just here to serve. I'm just here to help.
Give me the
I don't
chilies.
want my own channel. I don't want any of that bullshit. I just want to help everyone because you guys are putting so much effort in. I'm just here to serve. I'm right. Like as a video producer, I'm just here to help. I'm not here to be like, look at me, I'm fucking doing this. No, none of that. Like I'm just here to fucking serve. But why am I so scared of the dark?
There's
It's
a reason.
more than being afraid of the dark.
It's more to being afraid of the dark. I'll play on what Brie was saying earlier. We've heard a lot of stories from people, and I will say that yours has very telltale signs of what we
Hundreds.
call our little checklist of like the things that happen. And even people in chat, as you're talking about your story, they're saying the same stuff about them. Like I have these very vivid memories of grays at the end of my bed. Like this is not like a you're alone kind of thing. This is a very serious thing that other people are also experiencing the exact same thing you are.
Listen, it would be different if you just started having that. Like once you started getting into UFOs, then you started having that. But this is the opposite.
To a point
makes
that
me think.
like I bite my nails, which is I'm so embarrassed for. But that's
it's a nervous habit. Yeah, it's a nervous habit.
It's
Yeah,
a coping mechanism of just like self-soothing. And
if you weren't here, I'd be like, Kelly is an experiencer. She's a part of our club. If I said it, you're here. I'm sorry.
I can't.
You're an experiencer.
You know what? You might. It takes time though. Like there's things Jamie and I haven't looked at. So I think you might find yourself, each stage of your life is a new chapter. You start to learn more about yourself. Sometimes you lose some of the fear and you get more curious. And
I'm sorry, Brie, but I'm going into my 40s. I am coming out of a really nasty marriage. And he's like, just like, but whatever. So I'm ready to be like, new me, new this.
New you, yeah.
But why is all this happening? Why am I so drawn to this?
I think that you're drawn to this.
Why do I have this uncontrollable draw to see people like you guys? And I'm like, I just want to embrace you all. And I
think it's because that you are subconsciously looking for answers and that your conscious self is a little bit afraid of those answers, and so you're dipping your toe into the subject and trying to understand it, because I think at the end of the day you're trying to figure out what happened to you in your life,
Sometimes you forget and you ignore things for a while, and then
we did for a long time.
Has a funny way of bringing things forward, and it ignites an interest, and you think it's just an interest, but really there's a deep-rooted connection.
Yes.
Mhm.
you know?
Yep.
And so this might be your
I
new
mean,
chapter.
And like
you
me and
know?
Bree, we didn't talk about our experiences for 10 years with each other. For
I
10
know.
years.
I love
So
the
like
story of you guys
so
coming
like
together and figuring
so
that
like
out. I love it.
So don't get me wrong. There was a time where like my experiences literally didn't even come across my mind. It was not something that was in my conscious reality. And like it happens sometimes. And I think you being in this world is you starting to open up to that.
Ugh.
I'm shocked that that you told us that, to be quite honest.
I know, me too.
I never told anyone.
I
that
love
always
it.
happens too.
It always happens to us.
You know, I hope that you dare to explore that unknown part of you.
I don't know.
And I know Jamie and I would totally, anytime you wanted to talk about it,
Talk
or,
about
you know,
it. Let's go. Yeah.
that's our realm of expertise in a sense. And we know the struggle, the pain, the question, the, you know, questioning yourself, questioning your own memories. Am I making this up? Am I, you know,
do
am
I
I
want to
just
be
projecting?
Crazy. You feel,
but not only that, but do you want to be seen as an experiencer? Because once you come out and say that you're an experiencer, then it's like this label upon you, and there's this bad notation around being considered an experiencer.
Ugh.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I totally get that feeling. Every time you're like, I'm like, oh my God,
because Brie was like that at the beginning. Like when
I was like that too.
She was very much like, she didn't, for a year when we did the podcast, she didn't tell one fucking soul that that's what she did. She was very like, she was like, nope, she was like, people are going to think I'm crazy. I don't want anyone to know about what I do. Yeah, 100%.
I think I'm crazy. That's half the point.
You know, we're all not crazy. We all go paper, but yeah, like it's just, I don't know. There's just something deep in me that I'm like, why am I so drawn into this? And how come, like, thank God that I'm blessed with the career that I have and I can help. But I'm like, I just have this huge drawn and this huge boner. Sorry, I can't think of it.
Yeah.
But it's a boner of like the people that I care about, like you and Amy and Artemis and Josh. And I'm like, in the Singularity Lab, I'm like, can I just help push your narrative forward? Because I can't do it myself, but I want to help other people push it forward.
I feel you, but
you don't want to be the front person, but you want to support because you're a part of it.
No, but subconsciously, Kelly, I think that you do, because you end up on all these shows and talking. I think you're battling yourself right now on the inside about your place in all of this. You know what I mean?
I don't know where my place is.
That's what I mean. Yeah. I think you're figuring, but it's okay. You're figuring that out. You're figuring that out.
Me either. That none of us know. We're just all rolling by the punches. If you think about it, we're all just
figuring out life as it goes.
Shit,
you know what I mean?
Seeing where it lands.
And what's great about this community is that you can change your mind all the time, and you can change your ideas and your outlook, and that community is very supporting of that. And so you're in a great place to grow in that space.
We're not the guys in UFO Twitter. They nasty to each other.
I know.
This is awesome. And you know what? I'm telling you girls right now, and you guys have to go on UCR. So I'm going to end this, but I want to end this telling you guys right now, you are absolutely so talented. You guys are killing it. Thank you so much for making such a great space that at least I can come in and just talk to you guys. Like, amazing. Thank you. And once this Omicron, Decepticon
bullshit,
Decepticon, yes.
This is like all this stuff is over, or at least dying down. I definitely do want to fly down to Albuquerque or
wherever.
Let's
go.
We're not far.
We're not far. Yeah.
We could do like a long weekend with the girls, and it would be absolutely
so
awesome.
Absolutely.
And again, I have the gear. Like, I'm here to fucking
go. I know.
You got your own personal video producer, bitch.
I love it.
I love
Kelly. Thank you so much for coming on with us today.
No, thank you for having
You're
me.
the
No, thank
bomb.
you. We're going to leave the stream open for a little bit longer. We're going to go 30 more minutes. You can go. We're just going to open up the stream and invite people. You can stay or you can leave. But
Stay or go, it doesn't matter.
Kelly, we love you so much. And thank
We
you.
love you.
Please come
You're
back.
such a
Honestly,
cool chick.
anytime. We knew that it would be so perfect to have you on because this is literally this is your home. Come back whenever you want, babe.
Yes, please do. We love you, Kelly.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go fucking cry. Okay.
Forever.
Oh my
welcome.
God.
No, you guys are awesome.
We love you. Your fam, my love. We love you.
I love you.
We love you.
What an interesting butt stuff that was. This is not
I
our
love
typical
it.
butt stuff. It was actually a little bit more that one time I was abducted by
It was
alien.
I was like, this was very abduction hotline like if I could say
Yeah.
it's like anything. But I think that's what's
Yeah.
kind of fun about this show. And I was talking to Brie about this like the other night, is like we have these conversations on here while we're watching videos that we don't mean to have with people, and they end up being really great, adorable conversations. And sometimes we say really cool, insightful things and we make some jokes, but I think we're having really great conversations here in between all of the silliness.
Absolutely. Sometimes you just never know where this show is going to go. So a lot of the time it was super silly and a little off the wall. And then it gets very serious and
Very serious and deep and
insightful. And so
Exactly.
it's pretty fun to be open and flow in all those different directions, So
I love it.
it's exciting, love.
Oh,
you
Wilcox
won't sign
is
my
back.
book.
You just said I'll sign your book. Oh, you hid away. I don't know why he's been so encroaching upon this episode. I feel like he's taken so much of our time lately. Jesus.
He's haunting us. That's the problem. He's haunting us.
That is the problem.
All right. Well, I'll share a video in the meantime, unless someone else wants to come on.
Yeah, we'll play like 2-3 more
friends
videos,
over
and then
here.
if y'all don't want to come on, then we're gonna leave and go on UCR.
We
So
still
play
have
it,
an
Brie.
hour. Honestly, we have nothing to do. So, I have to keep it like. I have to
Likes to keep
consistently
busy.
be stimulated. Yeah. Ooh.
Ugh,
I didn't
I
know
don't-
about that one.
I don't like it already.
Commander King, the fuck is UCR?
Identified celebrity review. The crack. Oh, Josh says he's on the way.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Yeet. I have
Um,
to pee.
I hate that video. Go pee. I'll play a saxophone. Bam. Fake as fuck. I know. It was. I'll hang out with you guys here for a little bit since Bree seems to have like a lot of streaming time with you guys alone, and I'm not here. I'll bring her favorite friend, David, over here. Hey guys. Hey all 31 of you. What's up? Did everyone like this video? Should do those things where it's like and subscribe. This episode's sponsored by Starbucks. I don't know if anyone noticed, but when I got a random Starbucks delivery, and then I also got, which I thought was a little perfect for butt stuff, Lilana's bananas, which are frozen bananas. So I'll be eating that before my other one. Madam Two-Source says, Jamie, was the red beam that scanned wide or flat look like a thin beam? It looked literally identical to like a laser pointer. Like I genuinely thought at first it was somebody holding a laser pointer. David's getting divorced. He's too mean. Yes. One of my favorite things in the world, Spooky. You guys all know our sweet angel queen, Spooky. She does these videos of David, and they're really funny. Hello, Josh. Oh, Joshy, are you there?
Hello.
Hello.
Namaste.
Get my
No,
microphone.
No problem, love. No problem. So I was saying Spooky does these videos of like David Wilcox and like his wife.
Just
And
Wilcock.
Spooky, like-
He doesn't have more than one.
Whatever, and like zooms in, and like the wife is there, like with their faces, and it's like their streams are so painful to watch.
Honestly, she's so fucking beautiful. Like, how
She's
did
so
he
pretty.
land her?
And
How
then,
did he land her?
One of the videos we watched, he was like, yeah, there was no romantic connection between us. I decided to marry her because she had my personal phone number and didn't take advantage of it. And I was like, what? And the look on her face, and I was like, what the fuck kind of origin story is that?
It's fucked up. Hey, Josh, it's so good to see you.
So good to see you, Josh. How are you
We're meant
today?
to be together. We're meant to have a connection there. I saw you on Sunny's show, and I was like, I resonated with so much that you said, and I was like, finally, someone else is as emotional as I am when I have a sighting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't want to. I mean, it's life changing. You're right. I'm not going to deny that. It is. I mean, I'm like the kind of guy I can be serious. I can be like really goofy, like sometimes like you guys, and I love that. And there's other things you got to like just appreciate that. I mean, like look at what you're seeing. That's something that shouldn't be real, and it's real.
100%. Yeah. It's honestly, there's like a different. It's different when you're like talking about it and like researching the subject, but like when you're physically seeing it in front of you, there's like a feeling you get that you literally can't describe. It's not just like a rush of adrenaline. Like there's that too, but like there's so much more to it that like you literally can't quantify with words.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, exactly. When I got him on camera the first time with Chris Bledsoe, I don't tell a lot of people this, but I was going through like an internal thing where I really started thinking, am I going crazy? Because at first I didn't have other people seeing them with me. So when I saw him with Chris and got him on camera, it wasn't just that, it's that I had witnesses with me seeing the same thing. And my eyes started like watering over a little bit. I was trying to hide it, but I remember Chris Bledsoe looks at me, he's like, it's okay, Josh. I get emotional when I see him sometimes too. But I mean it's beautiful to me too, I mean, I don't know. There's something just like powerful about it. I can't explain it.
It is powerful, but it's when you're questioning yourself. That's why I felt you, because I did the same thing.
So similar.
I was at a time where I was majorly questioning everything, and I felt like I was just like praying over and over and over again. Like it was like God guides everyone. Like it was intense. I was just like over and over and over again. That's all I could think of is like, show me what's real. Show me what's real. Am I crazy? Is this crazy? And then when I had a crazy sighting, I was just flooded tears. I called my mom. I told her what happened. And she's like, are you on drugs? And I was like, no. And then I'm like, why did I call her? I think I called her because I was looking for someone else to tell the
emotion to. Yeah. This life-changing moment. Yeah.
I didn't make it up.
Yeah. Don't let that take away from your experience either. I did the same thing too. I called my mother, and I thought the same thing at the time, but I later found out that she absolutely believes in it. I think she kind of wants to ignore it and hope it goes away. I think kind of like denial a little bit. I found out from a separate family member that my mother I shouldn't be saying this live, but whatever. She had some type of experience more.
No
like
one watches.
Yeah, no, it's not true. You guys are awesome. I think y'all are blow up when you're saying this. Yeah, hers is more paranormal, I guess, but she shares the same belief that everything has spirit energy. My mom's half Native American, so she knows it's real.
So she has a connection to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I told her like they're Scott people. Yeah, they're store people. I'm a quarter Blackfoot Native American.
Yep. So you have a connection as well. Yeah.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah,
I think it's interesting to see because like it is very much so like that with the older generation, because like Bree's parents, although they kind of believe in it now, they didn't at the time. They were like, okay, like that's great, that's nice, good for you. And like as time has went on, they've had their own experiences on our journey with us. And so it's interesting to see like the more deeper we get into this topic, the more people around us tend to get sucked into the black hole of it as well.
Yeah. Have you two noticed that it seems like the gap between like the paranormal, spiritual, or metaphysical, whatever you're gonna say, and the UFO, scientific, extraterrestrial, whatever, it's like starting to close. I feel like it's all starting to merge
100%.
together.
Yeah, I think that over the last few years of our research, we've been slowly connecting the dots that the two are they're not as separate as people think they are. And I think that more and more of the masses are now agreeing with that they're starting to see this coalition. It's not like people don't have just like podcasts or shows about ghosts and aliens or ghosts or aliens. It's about all of it now. It's starting to kind of mix together now where people are like, there's something about this other side of the veil that all of this is happening on.
Some people don't do that yet, but I think that it's starting to.
Yeah, they're starting to.
Yeah.
And I think consciousness is the thing that's going to bring it all together. That's just my
100%,
opinion.
100%. No, 100%. I agree with you. I think that that's the big driver in it. I think what it is too is there's a big difference between like religion and spirituality. And I sense that our culture and our society is starting, although it's not there yet, but I think we're starting to separate ourselves from religion and being more spiritual. And I think that that's a really big part of the journey. It's understanding that you're allowed to have a God without a label per se. And I think that so many more people are getting drawn out of these like religious kind of constructs of what we could be as humans and what is out there in the universe.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to
definitely.
be a box. We really can just accept everything. I think we just have to drop the barriers and see where they connect and pay more attention to the connection than the separation. Because I feel like it's all very related. And even with certain religions, I mean, I think that there's references to aliens and ghosts in all religions. And so I think we just have to drop, like I said, those barriers and pay more attention to connection. And I feel like now we're connecting more to each other. So maybe we'll find connections in other things as well. And
Yeah.
you know, because it's such a human thing. Well, at least in the past, it's been such a human thing to only pay attention to differences. Kind of the same way, like if you have like a bad day, it's like because you're focusing on what's wrong opposed to what's right.
Right. Yep.
So I think if we just kind of try to apply that with everything, man.
Maybe thoughts shape reality. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, you're absolutely right. How's it going, John? I don't think. How's it going? I don't think religion was ever supposed to. I don't think it's supposed to divide and frighten. Or I mean, I think religion divides and frightens, but spirituality unites and enlightens.
Yeah, and I think that that's the thing. If you just look back through history, all wars that we've ever had, or at least like 99.9% of them, have been pretty much religious based at this point. And it's like religion is supposed to be this like good moral fiber, nothing bad, like not the bad things. You pray to God and miracles happen and wonderful. But then like at the reality of it, it comes down to money and competition and all this stuff that religion really wasn't made out to be. And then I think when you take all that away, what's left is the spirituality part of it. So I think that spirituality has been within us through the beginning of time. I think it's just like all humans do, we find a way to capitalize upon it. So somebody found a way to capitalize upon spirituality, and then it multiplied from there, because we even have new religions coming out today who are, you know, taking advantage of those systems.
Yeah, like, we just need to drop the religion part.
Yep.
Turn it to government. If they turn to a government, that's what they do, really, like take the spirituality and use it in a way to like keep people in a box, like you said, and then separate people when really it should be connecting everybody. And I know people like, even Chris Bledsoe, he was a deacon at a Pentecostal church for like 15 years. And, you know, they're super strict. Now he still loves Jesus and, you know, believes Jesus did those miracles. And, you know, who am I to say they did? I see balls of light pop out of thin air. But he has told me himself, he believes that, you know, God could have like enlightened or, you know, used people as vessels all throughout history. You know, I mean, you could tell that like his experiences changed his life, but he's not like closed out that spirituality at the same time. It's enhanced it for him. And I feel the same way myself, to be honest. I believe in God more now than I ever have since I've had my experiences.
That's beautiful, actually. That really is. I think some people don't take that route. Some people do, some people don't. But I think that that's beautiful, because what it is that you're realizing the divine, right?
Yeah.
It's like you see the divinity in everything, that there's more to life, that these UFO experiences for a lot of people are like there's a weird mystical connection to it, and that in it itself is divine. It's like, what's going on? There's this weird connection there.
And if you think about just some of the stories in the Bible as well, so many of them can be interpreted as having experiences with extraterrestrial beings and not necessarily angels or gods or whatever it is. I always say that unfortunately we are confined to our box of language and how we describe things. It's like the word alien, right? We say alien, you think it's a little green man in a spaceship who comes down. But the reality is that that's not what alien is. Alien means anything that's not from Earth, that's non-terrestrial. So we're talking interdimensional beings, you're talking cryptids, you're talking ghosts. All of that would technically fall under that alien name tag. But I think that we're just so eager to put everything into a box and label it that we misidentify and miscategorize things constantly as a society because of our language.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
They failed to mention in the Western media when we were growing up in the books, they didn't mention that the whole flood story was already written by civilizations all over the world thousands of years before the main one we saw in Judeo-Christian history. It was everywhere. So they don't. I don't know why they never talked about that. They should have.
Yeah, I believe things like you said, angels and demons. I think they could be real, but like they're like more of an interdimensional type being. You know, like one that's so advanced that they're like pure consciousness or pure energy or something. You know, like just closest to the source. And in my opinion, I just think God just is everything. I think the universe itself is God, if that makes any sense.
No, I agree with you more. When people say the word like God bless, or they substitute God, I substitute the word universe, because that's how I think about it. I think about it as everything and anything that's out there. And like, so I completely understand, because to me, the word God and universe is interchangeable.
Yeah, one, you know, just one. God's supposed to be omnipotent, everything. So, like, we're technically, in my opinion, like we're a piece of God, like a piece of the universe.
100%. Yeah,
itself,
100%. We're all made of stardust. We're all made of the things that the universe is currently made of.
Speaking of new religions, Jamie, what do all you guys think about when Barack Obama last year on that radio show, he said that he thinks the public should not know the real truth, disclosure should not happen, because not just all the infighting that would happen and arguing, but he thinks new religions are going to pop up, which he thinks is a bad thing.
Some people go that route.
So I think here's the thing. At the end of the day, as a society, I don't think that we can comprehend that aliens exist, which is why we don't have that belief system currently. You're talking about much more than just religions breaking down. You're talking about our economic system. You're talking about like literally everything will crumble if that is a reality. So I think that for a long time, governments have not wanted to admit that and have tried to avoid that kind of conversation and that narrative. But I think that we've gotten to a point where it's inevitable, because we have nowhere left to go other than to space. And so they're trapped in this, how do we say that, yes, there's stuff outside of Earth while still maintaining the balance of Earth happening? So I think that that's something that the world governments have to look at when we're talking about this, unfortunately. Do I want to believe in any of that? Absolutely not. I think it's all bullshit. Just tell everyone aliens are real and let the whole world crumble. Who gives a shit? Let's go. But I understand where like people who are in charge of things come in. And again, this is why I don't run for office and I'm not in charge of anything, because I'd just be like, fuck it, who cares? But I understand where they come from. But I also know that there is a need for this information. And that's why we have people like all of us here who are doing this and talking about it. It's because I just don't think we need the government in any way to tell us about aliens. I think we're very capable on our own of figuring out shit without them.
Right. The financial thing is a big deal too, not just the religious aspect. I mean, Richard Dolan was talking about one video how he was reading research that shows that the entire global petrochemical power generation industry represents, if you include all the subcontractors underneath it, you're talking about a financial value of, I think it was calculated at over 660 trillion, not billion, trillion with a T.
Well, you have to understand.
0 point energy would make all of them obsolete. Even batteries and wind and solar would be completely obsolete overnight, because it would be completely free. And you have to ask yourself, do the global banking system want some kid in Africa who's poor to have a 0 point energy crap that can take him across the universe for free? And he would have just as much power as a billionaire who lives in New York City. No, they don't want that to happen.
No, and that's exactly it. It'll crumble the entire class system. And just what you're talking about, fuel alone, you have to remember that the US dollar is backed by the petro. It's not backed like gold, how most other countries were. And Saudi Arabia convinced us and a few other big countries to go ahead and back it by petrol. When we're talking about space travel, oil here on Earth doesn't matter anymore, because we've made a new system how to perpetuate, how to propel things. So once you take that away, what do we back our dollar on? Do we go backwards and go to gold? Nobody wants to do that, which I think is why there's been such a fight about like electric cars and renewable energy, because they put themselves in a position where they will crumble all of their allies if they go a route with sustaining our planet more.
And don't forget something else. Don't forget, it's been said a lot that and we're just saying if, I personally don't think they're ever going to allow full disclosure unless the non-humans do it. But if full disclosure happens and the non-humans come out, the non-humans just come out all over the world in broad daylight and start shaking our hand and actually introducing themselves and teaching us all about their technology, there's other technologies behind it that might fall like a domino effect.
Mm-hmm.
So after 0 point energy, what if they give us something like we saw in Star Trek? They give us a matter replicator, like a giant microwave oven that you just tell the computer. They have probably nanotechnology 100,000 years ahead of us. You just tell it what you want it to make, like clothing,
just like Star Trek,
medicine, or medicine or anything, and it just makes it for you. So we won't even need money anymore.
Well, yeah, you're
Like,
talking about the same ideas of like they have these what the fuck are they called? They're like the machines that print the shit. They have a name. I can't think of it.
Yeah.
3D printer?
3D printers. 3D printers. Yeah.
They can print objects down to the atomic or subatomic level.
And they've talked about using like different they've had different applications of it. So they've had some that are like they're actually making food with it. So they're like building cell technology and like making chicken breasts and things like that.
Right.
They have things where they're making human skin. They're taking skin cells and using these machines. So we're already on that path of being able to have
imagine
that
how much more advanced our 3D printers would be 1,000 or 100,000 years from now.
For sure. Oh, absolutely.
We wouldn't need to kill animals anymore to eat meat because it could make you a perfectly grilled ribeye steak without having to kill a cow. It could make you medicine. It could make you medicine that would be matched to your DNA so that it would cure you of any disease that you have without having to go to the doctor anymore. So we wouldn't need doctors anymore. They could probably put nanotech inside your body to heal any injury that you have. So if you fall and break your leg, it'll just fix it automatically. So the powers that be are probably looking at all the domino effect of technology that will come after that. They're not going to allow that out. No way.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say about that. One thing really kind of freaks me out now. Like if you're putting nanotech in somebody's body to heal something, like I still have a fucked up ankle. I have 7 screws in it, and arthritis. They can fix that. I'd be down for it. But as far as
they
like,
would definitely be able to fix that right away.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
but I mean, as far as like putting computer chips in a person's brain, now that kind of freaks me out a little bit.
I feel like that's where it's going, though. It's so weird. Like, don't get me wrong. I was gonna say, I personally don't really want a computer chip in my brain by any means, but I think that that's where where there's something about our society and our culture that is really fixated on the idea of like living as long as possible and living forever. And so I think that what they're trying, like the whole idea of the nanochip is a way for us to continue to live our lives. And like, I personally enjoy that life has an ending because I think that it makes it worth living. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And so, but I think that what our technology is focusing on are all the wrong aspects of life. Like, why are we not taking this technology and figuring out how to solve climate change or how to do space travel? Instead, we're figuring out how to like biologically make ourselves better, and it's like we're missing the point.
That's what transhumanism right now is, how to extend
transhumanism.
Life, they believe in this new religion called scientism, which is everything is linear. If you can't see it with your own eyes and measure it, it's not real. They don't believe in consciousness. They don't believe in a non-human reality. They do not believe that our souls and our consciousness is eternal. So they're trying to make it so they can live forever because they're really afraid of dying. They think that when you die, that the lights just shut off and it's ended as if we don't exist. That's what they believe in.
Yeah.
Right? But you and I, we all know, everybody in the disclosure movement, thank God, we all know now that that's not true. Our soul, our consciousness is eternal. We know
just not on this plane. Yeah, it's just like
we just go to a higher dimension. Some people call it heaven. Some people call it a higher dimension. Whatever it is, for all intents and purposes, it's the same thing.
Well, look at the law of conservation of energy. And it can't be created or destroyed. It's just turned to another form of energy.
And on it.
So, I mean, if your physical body, like a tree, you're not just storing it from the universe. If you set it on fire, I just picture the heat going up and mixing with the clouds and rain down and grow another tree. Well, your consciousness has to be a frequency. It's an energy too. So I feel like it's self-aware. It has to go somewhere else whenever it leaves 100%. Here because it can't 100%. Be created. It's also it can be created. So that means that we were somewhere before we got here.
100%. That's me and Bree have this. Like I subscribe to the idea that I signed a soul contract before I came here. Everything that's happening to me in this life, all of this path that I'm on, is something I was meant to be here at that specific time. I was meant to be doing what I'm to be doing, and I greatly and truly believe in that. And so I know that I've come from somewhere, and that this is just a journey, and that there's more after this. This is a very small window in the journey that is my life.
Yeah, like
let's not forget that even if disclosure doesn't happen, the way technology is advancing so fast. Remember what Ray Kurzweil said: it's advancing exponentially, not linearly. Even without the non-human disclosure, in about 50 years, we're not going to be holding cell phones with our hand. We're going to have chips inside our brain so that the cell phone network, the cloud network, and the internet will be inside our heads, so we can see it in our field of vision with our eyes. We'll have artificial eye implants that will allow us to see miles ahead. We can see infrared.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then that way, when we look at any object in front of us, it'll pull up the information about it, where to buy it, what it's made out of, how much does it cost, and you'll be able to contact your friends and coworkers without having to pick up the phone. It'll just be inside your head with that Neuralink that Elon Musk is working on. So that's already coming. That's already coming. And the government will be keeping track of not just where you are and your current health and your body temperature and your pulse rate. They'll be keeping track of your intentions and also everything that you're researching online and what you're reading about and what you're thinking.
Yeah, they already collect most of that data anyways. I mean, when you just talk about like your smartphones or your Apple Watches, most of that information they have already.
It was in the news recently that they did officially give permission to the government now for all the major cell phone networks to have the government go through all our text messages and emails and phone calls, and it's filtered in real time by deep underground CIA and NSA computer systems. So everything you say, even when you're on a phone call, is filtered. So we're already being monitored. They just made it official now. And they're going to pretty soon, I guarantee you one day, they're going to make money, like cash money, illegal. So only digital money will be allowed. You'll have no privacy with your money. If you want to go and buy something in cash and stay anonymous, you want to buy something in cash you don't want your family and friends to know about, it's too bad. In the future, everybody's going to find out everything that you did.
I think I'll die before then, to be honest.
Yeah, Josh,
I don't know what strippers are going to do and bouncers and shit like that. What are bartenders going to do?
Go ahead, Josh. What were you going to say?
What he said kind of freaked me out, give me chills, I'll be honest. So I have somebody, everything you're just saying. So I have an experiencer that's going to be on my channel here coming up pretty soon. He's had frequent contacts with the Greys, and so is my investigator is going to be on tomorrow as well. She has too, but this one in particular, he told me specifically that like the Greys, I guess they operate in multiple realities and they all have like a unified conscious, like their hive mind pretty much. Right. But what he was telling me is that like the Greys originate from Earth, just not our Earth from a parallel reality, and that they're actually us advanced way into the future, and that they did kind of like what he's saying. They put these computer chips in their brains, and pretty much they lost all their emotions, and that's the reason they're doing this hybridization thing. Now I could be wrong. This is what this guy's just telling me.
Well, I think it's everything. I think there's aliens also, plus there's people from the pre-cataclysm that survived, like Atlanteans. And don't forget, you want to really get scared. It's been glossed over. Just remember what they said. Remember what Bob Bigelow said about the Pentagon operatives who were at the Uintah Basin on Skinwalker Ranch. Do you remember specifically some of the scary shit that they actually admitted they saw on the ranch? Because most people are trying to forget. Well, I'm going to refresh your memory. They saw a giant winged creature in a tree above a cow, and they believe somehow those creatures might be the ones that are sucking the blood out of cows and destroying life. They don't know for sure, but they saw a winged.
It's like Mothman.
Very Mothman.
They saw shadow beings. They saw poltergeist-like events. They saw a giant wolf. They saw a dark giant creature come out of a portal and then walk away silently. They heard noises even right in front of them, even though there was nobody there. They saw light show up. Light orbs right in front of them. I mean, they saw all kinds of crazy shit that you're not supposed to. I mean, they saw basically a werewolf. They saw a 7 to 9 foot wolf that's wearing a jacket. I mean, what was that? It followed a family across the country, and they saw it in their backyard. A giant wolf staring at them and clawed the tree with its claws, and the claw marks were still in the tree. This was not on the Skinwalker Ranch. This was on the other side of the country. These cryptid beings followed that family back.
A lot of people say that stuff follows them from the ranch. Actually, speaking of that, we're gonna end here, you guys, because I need half an hour to prepare ourselves. We got to go to the show.
We are gonna be.
We'll be UCR after this at 4:00, and then we'll be tomorrow. We have another show of butt stuff where UFO Jane is on. So we'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. If we don't see you guys tonight at UCR, okay?
Join UCR.
We'll see if they ever have the balls to have me on.
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
All right. Love you guys.
30
Love you guys. See you later.
Love you.